Arriving at the arena, hard to imagine a group looking more confident than this. On the road, they've always got their game faces on. Hi, everyone. Time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And joining us on the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. Hey, Dave.
Thanks very much. Well, Commissioner Adam Silver has a history lesson for those who would tell players to shut up and dribble. He says in 1963, Bill Russell was MVP, won a title, and stood on the steps of the Lincoln Memorial for Dr. King's I Have a Dream.
That's a great story, D.A. Thanks. And now the opening lineup for Detroit. We've got Bogdanovich. Marvin Bagley is out there with Bay. Then there's Hayes, and it's Ivy in at the 2. And for Los Angeles, the guard spots filled by Jackson and George. The post pairing, Batum and Zubats. And it's Kennard in at the small forward position. This game will probably be something of a chess match, don't you think, Greg? Both these squads love to run intelligent half-court strategies.
Yeah, you can expect to see some interesting playmaking as these squads try to open each other up and create opportunities to score.
That one goes in.
Gotta push Bagley out of the paint. Once he's close to the rim, he is locked in on scoring.
And Batum kicks to Zubats. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Pass to Jackson. On the wing, Batum. Shot clock at 6. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. No good from Zubats.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
Out to the right wing. Here's Hayes. Knocks down the 3-ball.
Wow, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Clippers. It's a 5-point game. Kennard on the wing. It's George on the wing. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Paul George playing through the contact right there. You like somebody who's willing to navigate traffic.
Now here's Hayes, guarded by Jackson. Back to Hayes. Kicks it to Bagley. Bagley the screen. Ivy, and it comes off the front of the rim. Kennard on the wing. Pass to Batum. Here's George. Defended by Bagley. Offensive rebound. Good on the shot.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
No doubt those extra possessions can really add up against you when you do not take care of the defensive glass.
3 points. Clippers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. For the Clippers organization, GA, what do you think the goal is?
Well, it's clear to me, Kevin, get to the NBA Finals. The Clippers have never made it there, and I think a trip to the Finals is within reach of this group. They just need to stay healthy.
And you love seeing that great mobile one drive a second time.
And that's what a coach loves to see in a close game. Just put your head down and make something happen.
And it's the Clippers with the ball, following the bucket by the Pistons. And it's Jaden Ivey with the foul. That's his first foul. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. And it's Jaden Ivey with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Burks, he's checked in for Detroit. The 3 from George. Rebound, Detroit. Now, here's Burks. That one falls.
Well, you love the cleverness of Alec Burks. My goodness, how remarkable is that into the lane and finish?
Here's George. Here's Zubats. And the layup falls.
They've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
And Hayes kicks to Bay. Throws it up high. And he lays in the alley-oop.
Well, how about the court awareness from Bogdanovich showing off his ability to find the open man, Kev?
Clippers trail by 6. George up top. Back to Jackson. From beyond the arc. Here's Zubac. Nice work on the board. He's paying off with the basket. Zubac has got 6.
I just love the determination on that backboard. Coming out of the gates really, really strong.
Yeah, we're seeing some early signs that he is on his game. That putback's a good illustration of the work he's ready to put in tonight.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Batum attacking, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Nick Batum sees space and takes advantage of that space. That's a nice drive.
Hayes dishes to Burks. Bagley sets a screen for Burks. To the inside, and out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. And so here are the Clippers, trailing by 2. Batum passes to Zubac. The shot goes down and he gets this game back to even. He's got 8.
Boy, just good heads-up play by Batum. Spots the open man, but delivers it on time and on target.
Now here's Hayes. He's tightly guarded. Bay with a screen on Kennard. Great D that time from Batum.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
Right, he stays connected, and great timing on the contest.
And so it's Burks bringing it up now for the Detroit Pistons. Bay finds Bagley. Here's Bogdanovich, and a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket.
Well, that's about hustle and effort from Bogdanovich. To go after the rebound with that kind of intention is exactly what you hope for as a coach.
And yes, it's good.
And both teams here in a nice rhythm offensively, and that really says as much about the lack of D as it does either's O.
Now here's Bay. Top of the key jumper, no good.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
They now take the lead. George has got 6 points.
Paul George has excellent instincts in the paint. This guy has the size, the touch, complete offensive player.
Bay with it. Batum's there.
And offensively right now, each team getting what it wants.
Yeah, this is already a high-scoring game, but we knew that was a possibility coming into this one.
And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there. Los Angeles has gone 0 of 2 from deep here.
And catch and release, not just about fishing. Sadiq Bey last season with the 4th most catch-and-shoot triples made in the NBA. Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Well, you were talking about how Bay is always in motion. He's always working so well off the ball, isn't he?
He is, Kevin. One of the league leaders in ground covered over the course of the season. And with all his minutes played, you know he's in tip-top shape.
Now, here's Burks. And there's the drive. Duran, the pass delivers. And Covington sends it back.
This guy is such a lengthy wing defender. Robert Covington doing work defensively.
Here's Knox. Good D by Covington.
Well, that's a case where a guy's trying to make a play, trying to take it up strong, but the defense was ready.
Wall against Joseph. Wall dishes to Powell. Back to Wall. Kicks it out to Covington. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Feeds it to Morris. Rebounded by Knox. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
First personal foul. First team foul. Shooting for Detroit.
Diallo's checked in for Alec Burks.
Hamidou Diallo.
The Pistons have gone 8 of 15 from the field, shooting above 50% here tonight. And Joseph kicks to Diallo.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Back to Joseph. To the paint. A slam dunk by Diallo.
I'll tell you, terrific read from Corey Joseph. He recognizes the overcommitment of the defense and takes advantage.
Morris passes to Wall. The shot's good on the assist by Morris. And the Clippers lead by 1.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
The Pistons working the ball around now. Outside, Wall. Covington finds Powell. That shot off. Detroit has gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Diallo against Powell. There's the 3. Morris with the rebound. Los Angeles has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Here's Mann. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Out of bounds, Clippers ball as the Clippers keep possession. There's 42 seconds left in the first.
Well, you don't want to see Norman Powell settling for outside looks. Love when he goes to work down deep.
Knocks the pass to Joseph. From deep. The shot comes out. The Clippers go the other way with it. Wall dishes to Covington. And it's off the back rim. No good. Pistons trail by 3. Joseph down low. Covered by Wall. Here's Liver. Drops in the layup for 2.
Well, just tremendous composure on the interior. Read the defense, take advantage of the situation, and deliver.
And Wall. Here we go now. Can't cash in from close range. What a performance for Ivica Zubac. He's been the story for the Clippers. Scoring, rebounding. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
I like how they've worked the ball inside, getting looks closer in there, and that really helps your offense.
They've also done a great job finding openings and exploiting them. Take those lanes when they're given and turn them into points.
The guard and off guard, filled by Jackson and Powell. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's George in at the small forward. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Now Hayes. Now the pass to Bay. Over Morris. Bay, no good. Los Angeles leading by 3.
And when you look at the complete game of the Detroit Pistons, there are struggles on both ends of the floor, which I'm sure can feel discouraging at times.
Duran the pass to Ivey. Bay with it. Pass to Duran. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him. And looking at the Pistons' recent performance, Greg, which end would you want to see improve first?
Kevin, I'd have to say defense. More stops means more chances in the open floor, and it would help them keep games competitive.
The shot by George, no good.
Well, seized up just a little bit at the last second. That's when he normally converts.
And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson.
Reggie Jackson.
That's his first foul.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Bogdanovich finds Hayes. Morris against Bay. Here's Duran. And Duran slams it in.
And really just led him to his sweet spot for that finish.
Clippers have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. In the corner, George with it. Los Angeles with another miss.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Bogdanovich wide open. Detroit getting another chance here. From downtown, bangs home the trifecta. Bogdanovich has got 7 points in the game.
Boy, you love to see Bogdanovich stroke that deep ball. What an accomplished scorer from distance.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
This guy a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
The Clippers shooting their third free throw attempt of the game.
And look back a season ago, they did a solid job at the line, about 79% of their free throws.
And Hayes kicks to Bay. No good with the triple. The Clippers trail. And here's Morris for three. Bogdanovich grabs the miss. For Detroit, they've gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. And Bay now top of the key. He dishes it to Ivy. Lets it go with the three. Here's Duran. Passes it to Ivy. Pass to Duran. Dishes it to Bogdanovich. Clock at 4. They shoot again. And the rejection by Zubats. Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for the Clippers. Amir Coffey comes in for Morris. Then for the Pistons, Noel's checked in for Duran. And it's Burks in for Ivy. Outside, George. Back to Jackson. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Batum, a screen on Bay. Coffey. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
And Amir Coffey has already proven that he's a talented scorer.
Kevin, somebody in his position must understand what his role is and maximize that role. And what you love about Amir is he focuses on taking high percentage shots, all within the flow of the offense. A very high IQ player.
Burks, the pass to Bogdanovich. Three-pointer. And again, it's the Pistons missing.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
And George kicks to Powell. On the wing, Jackson, covered by Hayes. There's a screen. Jackson passes to Coffey. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
Got to credit the defense. They found a way to stop him, and that's never an easy task.
A shot by Burks. Nobody around. Detroit, no good that time either. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for Los Angeles. And out of bounds, the Pistons will take it. Detroit making a switch. Bagley's checked in.
Marvin Bagley, the third.
Detroit has gone 1 of 6 from three-point land in the second quarter. Less than 20%. But they've continued to let him fly. Here's Hayes. Bay against George. Noel sets a screen for Bay. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket. George passes to Coffey. Passes to Powell. Here's Coffey. Just 5 to shoot. Jackson passes to Coffey. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Jackson's got 3 assists in the game. Powell against Burks. Crosses over. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Boy, that's too easy to miss, but somehow he finds a way to do it.
Here's Jackson. And almost gets it to go, so he'll shoot 2 here. Marvin Bagley picks one up.
What a career arc when you consider Reggie Jackson. Here is a guy that literally was so frustrated at one point he considered retiring. And yet he puts in the effort and has a tremendous season.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. Robert Covington's checked in for George. Mann subbed in for Powell. And then for Detroit, Kevin Knox comes in for Sadiq Bey. And it's Joseph in for Hayes. Noel, rebounded by Covington. Los Angeles leading by 4. Here's Coffey. Missed inside. Doris looking at Reggie Jackson. He's coming off one of his best seasons ever.
Yeah, and you love that for a guy like him, not giving up, not letting the struggle impact his passion, giving the same effort he did as a rookie. I love his story, Kevin. Always a bonus when points come from unlikely sources, and you can see this guy's been working on that shot.
Covington passes to Batum. And it's Noel with the rebound. Noel's got 4 rebounds in this game. Burks in the corner. Driving to the basket. That one drops, and he's now 2 for 5.
Well, terrific quickness. The burst of Alec Burks, looking strong inside.
It's stolen. Here's Knox, and Robert Covington picks up the foul. That's his first foul. A different look for the Clippers. Luke Kennard comes in for Amir Coffey, and it's John Wall in for Jackson. And the Pistons making a change here as well. Diallo's checked in. Wall against Joseph. Lets the 3 fly. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Covington's got 4 rebounds in this game. And Wall kicks to Kennard. Here's Mann. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And there's the foul. It'll go on Terrence Mann. That's his first foul.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And the replay demonstrating once again how aggressive that defense was.
And in a close game, blocks like that are so clutch. And that could be a real difference maker here tonight.
Detroit making a switch here. Livers is checked in. Los Angeles has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Here's Kennard, and he gets the bucket.
How about that? Luke Kennard looking very comfortable on the interior. That's a tremendous finish.
Doris with Paul George and Kawhi Leonard out with injury. Luke Kennard had to take on a larger role in 21-22.
He did, Kevin, and that was a theme that was consistent across the board for the Clippers. But certainly where Kennard was concerned, they relied on his scoring. And even though he was seeing more defensive pressure, this guy finished with one of the highest three-point percentages in the league.
Here's Batum. It's good. And it's a 4-point Los Angeles lead.
I tell you, that's a big-time finish. Nick Batum goes up strong and with authority and won't be denied.
Joseph finds Diallo. Back to Joseph. It's tipped. Here's Mann. He's guarded by Diallo. Mann gets the bucket.
I mean, it's just fun to sit back and enjoy watching him operate. And that's what it looked like the D was doing as well. They're just sitting back and watching.
Outside, Bagley. Inside, Diallo. Lead pass was put in just the right spot.
That's how you share the rock. He does this time and time again.
Wall against Joseph. Wall passes to Covington. Here's Mann. Off target with his 3.
That's not his spot, but given the lack of defense, you'd like to see him knock that one down.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on John Wall.
Well, that's the speed and a little bit of craftiness on display from Corey Joseph. So difficult to contain when he's aggressive.
Marcus Morris is checked in for Nicholas Batum. And a switch here also for Detroit. Duran, he's checked in for Bagley. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Outside, Wall. Those 3-pointers off the mark. Pistons trail by 3. Here's Knox. And there's the pass to Diallo. And oh, here we go. Covington's got it. The fast break chance. And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up.
Marcus Morris has proven that he can be effective in any system in the NBA. Understands his role as a stretch 4.
And team-wide, they've been terrific from the line here. Just one of those nights when the confidence has spread from one player to the next.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Clippers lead. Thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You've got to like what Ivica Zubac has done in this game.
And those extra chances mean so much. And he has shaped the game with the way he's been pulling down those offensive boards.
Really putting his handprint on this game. You love the hustle. You love the work ethic he has had on display.
And on the floor for Dwayne Casey starting the second half. Saddiq Bey is out there with Bagley. Then there's Bojan Bogdanovic. Then it's Ivy. And it's Hayes in at the one. Down low, here's Bagley. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And different games, different official. Something that might be called a foul in one game, Greg, may not be called in the next. As a player, how do you adjust to that?
It's a great question, and that's part of being a veteran. I learned early on, you actually scout officials the same way you scout the players. They have tendencies as well.
It's good.
How about that pass from Reggie Jackson? Right on the money, folks.
And Hayes kicks to Bey. Pistons passing it around. And it's blocked. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Batum. You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
Off the inbound.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. To be out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
George passes to Zubac. On the wing, Jackson. He takes it in. It's blocked. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. Little over a minute gone here in the second half. And they get it back. Zubac, a chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Pistons trail by 9. Bey kicks to Hayes. Back to Bey. Hayes with the screen for Bey. Outside Bagley. And it's Hayes in the corner. 5 on the clock. Bagley with a screen on Kennard. Detroit, no good that time either.
Listen, we know the mid-range game is in this guy's arsenal, but you wonder, should he have moved it just one pass more?
And Greg, beyond the lottery picks, this Pistons team has a lot of young players looking to make a name for themselves.
Second-round picks are guys let go by their first team. There's an underdog quality to the roster, guys hungry to prove they belong.
Now, there's a smooth efficiency to the jump shooting ability of Bojan Bogdanovic. What a knockdown shot.
Batum with the 3. Not going to go that time. And Detroit the other way now. Pass to Ivy to the middle. Yep, it goes. And the Clipper lead is cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Bey.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
And the foul called on Killian Hayes. That's his first foul.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Powell's checked in. Nerlens Noel checks in for Detroit. Back to George. And the rejection by Noel.
This is a staple of his game. Nerlens Noel sends it back.
Hayes the pass to Bey. Offline with his 3.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
And George kicks to Jackson. Over Hayes. Zubac. Great positioning on the putback.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Pistons trail by 8. And here's Hayes. He has 6. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got rebound number 13 with that last one. Powell finds Zubac. Outside Jackson. Now George. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Summer of 2014, Doris, Paul George suffering a leg injury playing for the national team.
Kevin, I remember that injury like it was yesterday. There were many, including me, who wondered whether Paul George could ever be the same guy. And amazingly, he puts in all the necessary work and I think has come back better. That is a huge credit to his work ethic and his grit.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles, Robert Covington comes in for Ivica Zubac. And Amir Coffey is subbed in for Nicholas Batum. George dishes to Covington. Here's Coffey. Back to Covington. Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession. Pistons trail by 10. Now, here's Ivy. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And here's Bogdanovich for 3. Reggie Jackson with the rebound. Clippers have gone a somewhat subpar 4-10 on their shots in the second half so far. Passes it to Coffey. It's Powell on the wing. Covington, a screen on Burks. The shot by Powell, no good. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. And Los Angeles with some changes. Morris is checked in for Paul George. And John Wall subbed in for Jackson. Then for the Pistons, Kevin Knox comes in for Bogdanovich. And it's Joseph in for Ivy. Coffey passes to Covington. Fires for 3. Rebound by the Pistons. Knox has got 4 rebounds now tonight. He kicks to Joseph. Pass to Burks. Noel was screen on Powell. Burks. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Burks has got it back down to single digits for the Pistons.
You give Alec Burks a little daylight. This guy is ready to fire.
Powell with it. Now guarded by Noel. Outside, Wall. It's Covington on the wing. Morris with a screen on Bay. Covington passes to Morris. Stolen by Joseph. Here's Bay. From outside, off the mark. And Morris has got the ball here for the Clippers. Covington kicks to Morris. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Looking to get it going. And Covington sends it back. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Covington. Mann's checked in for Los Angeles. And Detroit with a change here, too. Duren, he's checked in for Bay. The pass to Knox. Here's the 3. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
I think the key for Kevin Knox is staying assertive. When he maintains this drive, it forces the defense to react.
And he's good on the second. Doris, it's been great to see the Clippers rise to prominence over the last 10 years, hasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, listen, this was an organization that spent years in futility, but you have to admire the transformation that has led to consistent success. They used to be a franchise that made the playoffs maybe once in a decade. Now you expect them to contend in the West.
Covington setting the pick for Wall. Now the dish to Covington. And that comes off the assist by John Wall.
The pick and roll game paying dividends. Wall with another delivery.
Ball against Joseph. And it's Norman Powell with the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Diallo's checked in for the Pistons.
Now into the lineup for the Pistons, Hamidou Diallo.
And Detroit has possession. 7-point differential. Knox misses. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 4 in 3-point shots here in the 3rd. Here's Mann. He's covered by Joseph. Morris with a screen on Burks. Here's Wall. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
A physical finish by Wall, and if you're defending, you've got to get your money's worth.
The Pistons making a change here. Livers is checked in. And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Los Angeles.
I like this throwback approach they're taking, looking to score high percentage shots in the paint. And so far, it's working.
Well, I also noticed, guys, how much they move the ball in this one. Selfless, willing to pass the ball to a teammate with a better look.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, guys. Now, we see more and more top prospects bypass college or even leave high school early to make six figures playing for G League Ignite. For many years, going pro at such a young age was something we only saw abroad, but that reality is now here. Kevin?
I like it too, David. The landscape is shifting, and I think for the better. Thank you for the report. Los Angeles leading by 10. Now the feed to Covington. And he drops it in from the low post. Covington's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Really good job by Covington to get good position and finish.
And he lobs it up toward the rim.
Oh, and just a soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley.
I got to say, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going. Pass to man. 1:06 left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Powell, and it's blocked. Now Detroit moving it up. Joseph leading the charge. Diallo no good. The Clippers have gone 7 for 16 the second half from the field, shooting a bit under 50%. To the left wing, here's Mann. Misses the three. Pistons trail by 10. Joseph with the ball. He's picked up by Wall. Here's Knox. Mann with the rebound. LA's gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Here's Powell. Joseph with the rebound. And for the Pistons, they're shooting only 31%. Their offense really struggling to put possessions together. The lead now in single digits. Diallo's got 7.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Passes it to Mann. And here is Powell. From the arc. No good that time. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They have made it very tough to get. The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Pistons trail by 7. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And there's Jackson. Then it's Paul George. And it's Mann in at the shooting guard. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. On the wing, George. And foul on the shot. So he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to go on Bojan Bogdanovic.
See, I don't think you can teach that. Paul George going right into contact. You love that aggressiveness.
Well, in spite of the critics and the injuries, Paul George continues to produce one of the league's truly elite players.
Hayes the pass to Bogdanovic. And Bogdanovic throws it down.
You love the strong shooting of Bogdanovic, a polished player with a scorer's mentality.
Jackson gets the bucket. And the Clippers lead by 9. And you mentioned the injuries for Paul George. Let's see, G8, the broken leg, shoulder surgeries, last season a torn elbow ligament.
And I'm sure there are a few others, Kevin. But give him credit. To battle through and maintain his greatness tells you something about his competitive will.
Here's Morris. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson.
Well, this is why it helps to have a big man capable of sprinting the floor. Marcus Morris solid at getting to the right spots.
Now, here's Ivy. Guarded closely. And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That'll be his second foul of the game.
First two.
We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. They set the pick. Hayes the pass to Duran. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
This is what we call highly efficient play. Working off the screen, getting to the cup.
Jackson finds George. High arcing shot. Rebound by the Pistons. Duran's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Here's Ivy. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And since 1999, the Clippers and Lakers have shared their downtown LA arena. The only NBA teams to split a venue, but that's going to change soon.
Good on both. The Clippers broke ground on their new arena, set to open in Inglewood in 2024. I've seen the footprint. You fly right into LAX, and you see it every time. It's going to be beautiful.
And that'll be huge for the Clips. They're trying to create their own identity in Southern California. Having a venue just for the Clippers will help. Yeah, nice, strong finish there. Nearly a three-point opportunity.
That free throw good from Bay. Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for Marcus Morris. Bay hits them both. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Outside, George. And it's blocked. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. And stolen by Ivy. Here's Bay, and he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Yeah, this offense is rolling. They've been assertive, but they're also playing under control.
I think the communication on offense is working at every level right now. What a run for this group.
Man passes to Zubac. And here's George for 3. Second chance effort. Rebound, Detroit. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Pistons.
Well, I've been impressed with the ball movement all game long. They're really looking to just make that extra pass.
And the other thing, guys, that they've been very effective at is shooting the long-range jumpers. The defense has been having trouble closing out to them in this game in particular.
Kennard, he's checked in for the Clippers. And the Pistons making a change here as well. Bagley's checked in. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Clippers. The lead is 2. Kennard for 3. No good that time. And Detroit the other way now. Pass to Ivy. To the paint. Here's Bagley. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
He's a real wrecking ball inside. Once Bagley has solid position, you almost have to foul it.
And it's tied up with that one. And the Clippers call time here.
Things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
Well, night in and night out, sometimes it's a battle of runs. Who has the most?
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, during the last break, I heard Tyronn Lue talking with his team. He said, guys, we don't want to play hero ball. We don't want to take threes that aren't there. There are better options when you run the offense all the way through. Kevin, we'll see if they can make that adjustment.
Thanks, David. And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. And the free throw is good, now leading by 1.
Bogdanovich, the first thing that comes to mind is the ability to catch and shoot, but he's a guy that can also create off the bounce.
To me, he's one of the most underrated players in the game today. Bojan has the handle to create separation for a quality shot. He's tremendous on the backboards. He plays really solid defense. He works hard every single night, super competitive, just a guy you want on your side.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
They'll credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
There's the pass to Ivy.
Blocking foul.
Count it, and he'll have a chance for a three-point play. That one on George.
Well, that's a nice play. You've got to read the situation and go to your floater game when necessary.
Clippers trail by 5. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Outside for Batum. Outside Jackson. Zubats with the screen for George. Basket counts. George has got 20 points.
Oh, my goodness. Paul George under duress of exceptional defense. No problem.
Bay with a screen on George. Ivy passes to Bay. Jackson with it. Pass to Zubats. Now, here's Kennard. Batum sets a screen for Kennard. That one's not going to go. Ready by Bogdanovich. Pistons leading by 3. A baseline J. Detroit, no good that time either. LA has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Zubats kicks to Kennard. Zubats with the screen for Kennard. Back to Zubats. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Well, you have to understand what the defense is doing. If they give you an opportunity to set up a teammate, Luke Kennard will take it.
Hayes the pass to Bogdanovich, and it's in there. Bogdanovich has got 11 points here in just the second half.
Have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
And the foul called on Killian Hayes. That's foul number 2 for him. Los Angeles making a switch here. Powell's checked in. Duran, he's checked in for Detroit. Now Powell to the inside. Zubats, and it's blocked. And here is Bay. Now here's Duran. Guarded by Jackson. Good on the bucket.
Well, everyone's seeking those high percentage looks in the restricted area. Nicely done there.
And the Clippers call time here.
Let's hear it for your Clippers breaker.
Clippers trail by 5. Passes it to Zubats. Here's Jackson. Batum, the screen. Powell dishes to Batum. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
You can see the trust they have in Nick Batum. So dependable in big moments.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over.
Trying to snap them out of this little slump.
Just feels like the basket is looking awfully small to them right now. They're having a hard time getting anything to fall.
Detroit with the ball. It's a 3-point game. Here's Bay. Boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is, and so they will award the basket there.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
And that one is good from Zubats.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
You know, we talk about execution offensively coming down the stretch. To me, it's as important defensively, and they didn't have it.
From deep. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession.
That could be costly. When the game is hanging in the balance, the last thing you can afford is to turn it over.
And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Clippers. Pass to Kennard. Over in the corner, Batum. Here's Kennard. Batum a screen on Bogdanovich. Kennard finds Batum. Bucket is good. Now just a 1-point Piston lead.
Luke Kennard showing off his playmaking skills. That's about vision and IQ.
Here's Ivy. Batum grabs the miss. Batum's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Jackson. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Now, here's Ivy. They set the pick. The pass to Duran. It's hauled in by Zubats. What an opportunity here.
Yeah, chance to take the lead. This is huge.
Kennard's shot is off. Pistons shooting 57% in this fourth quarter. Here's Ivy. And they recover it. Pass to Bogdanovich. It falls!
And that one sends the bench into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together, everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
Here's Powell. It's tipped, and they get it back. And Zubats picks up the foul. That'll be foul number 5 on him, and due to the bonus, will be headed to the free throw. First free throw is good, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
He knew what was riding on those foul shots and didn't mess around, making this a 2-possession game.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Kennard's shot is off. And they go to the intentional foul.
First personal foul.
He hits the first one, and that increases their lead to 6.
2 shots.
Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
Well, it's about the little details. Capitalize at the free throw line, add to your lead.
And again, no good by the Clippers. He's with it. And so it's Detroit with the W. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it as motivation to close out a significant win.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge,